It's the middle of May and I have 15 mobile games for you that are new to the scene that you have to try. We're diving right into our top 15 from mid-May. Our first game on the list is Analysts, that's only sitting with 1,000 downloads. Analysts is a puzzle board style game that prides itself on its good graphics and really solid trailers. It's an action style puzzle board game that really takes you into a nice fantasy realm. Like I said, this one is brand new to the scene and something worth trying out if you like the board game style gameplay and if you're looking for something that's brand new with a very small community supporting it. Merge Marines Tower Defense is next, and this one is the newest, possibly the newest game I've ever seen with only 10 downloads. Now, I absolutely love tower defense style games. I also really like vertical games as well, and I think this one is a really cute rendition of tower defense. It's not your typical tower defense, it's more a wave-based defense style game, but it is a really nice one, super easy to put things together, and it does give you those positions to place your troops and upgrade them along the way. The merge mechanic here is something that's really nice as well, makes it nice and easy for the upgrades, and it is one of those, you know, gimmicky, satisfying style games. I love the merge feature in all of the games, and this one seems to do it really well with gameplay that's exciting, enjoyable, and nice looking, and it gives it that vertical format for ease of playing. Check it out, Farlight 84 has only 10 million downloads, but actually I shouldn't say only because the game just launched a little while ago. And next up is Farlight 84. This is our newest battle royale style game. This one looking futuristic and Fortnite-esque and does take us into the future with jetpacks, fantasy weapons, and really cool vehicles that you could whip around in. This is going to be one of the best battle royale style games of the year, up there with Call of Duty, the new one that's going to be releasing later on this year. So this game is worth playing. Graphics are on point. It was in development for a while, and Farlight did a nice job on this one. Next, we have Fluffy Planet Saga, only 5,000 downloads, and this one is your cutesy style game. Fluffy Planet is your action RPG style game, but this one really brought to us in a very cute world, which makes it very playable for younger gamers as well. Something that I probably particularly would not be into myself, but maybe someone a little bit younger than me or someone that's into these kind of games may like. This one though is fairly new, it is nice looking, and it does the RPG style well. Light of Thel, only sitting with 10,000 downloads. Light of Thel is an RPG style game with that Japanimation style artwork, and it is a game that has quite a few characters that you can play as within. Of course, these characters are going to be upgradable and unlockable for new skills and attacks, but it also is a little bit of that fantasy, space fantasy style game as well. Seems like it's got that turn-based element to it, so hopefully you enjoy that. Next up we have Omega Strikers, and this one does have a few more downloads than the previous with 100,000. Omega Strikers is unique because this one is a top-down soccer style game. Essentially, you're trying to score goals on your opponents. It reminds me the most of soccer. It's a 3v3 game, which reminds me of a Brawl Star way of playing, but it is obviously very different, really focused on the sports element or the board knock hockey, soccer, hockey, call it what you will style gameplay. Definitely a hybrid of all, but the characters are cool, all with different abilities, all helping you score your goals. What is your favorite genre of mobile game? Let me know in the comment section below. And when you're down there, subscribe so you don't miss out on tomorrow's video. Mayanagari Mobile Gangster. This one is one that you could pre-register for right now. Now, if this doesn't remind you of GTA, I don't know what will. This seems very much like a GTA-esque style game. We have evil things happening on the streets, a lot of crime, a lot of decisions you wouldn't make in your real life, but you can make them here. Guns, drugs, and more. Take it to the gangster style. Again, for pre-registration right now. This one seems like it could have potential specifically for people that are into the Grand Theft Auto style games. Next, we have Immortal Soul, which is very original to where it was created and sits with only 5,000 downloads. Immortal Soul is an MMORPG style game with some stunning visuals. Not that the graphics are that great, they are very nice, but It just does graphics different inside of this game. I think it's a really nice looking one with some nice depth to the game as well. And like I said, MMORPG, that tells you that it's going to be a massive game with a massive world where tons of people can play together. Jaeger Hunter Legend. This one has 100,000 downloads, so it's not the newest one on the list. Jaeger is an action RPG / RPG style game that has both single player and multiplayer elements to it. Graphics here are really cool looking. It has a good mixture of Japanimation style artwork with Americanized artwork as well. Reminds me of some other games that we may have seen on the scene, kind of like a Torchlight Infinite with a different view of the gameplay. Really nice looking game though here, with a lot of depth and a lot of different ways that you can play it, and it's available now and has been for a little bit. Abyss is a roguelike ARPG with 10,000 downloads. Now we're always looking for a new action style game, and I personally like ones that have good artwork to kind of follow along with the story, or more importantly, the gameplay itself. This one does have that. It has some really cute but cool looking characters and an action style gameplay that'll be entertaining to those of us that are into fast action and less story along the way. I mean, I am the guy that always skips the story in the entire game. Shadow Slayer Demon Hunter, 500,000 downloads. Well, the graphics are very nice, we could say that, but this is one of those shadowy style games with a little dark twist to it. As you can see, it is a platformer style action RPG game. Not much exploration here, but you will go through the levels and take down enemies as you progress on through, with of course big bosses at the end of each. Legendary Master Idol. This one is another one that you could pre-register for right now. As the title says, this one is an idle RPG style game with turn-based RPG elements to it as well. This is a pretty popular genre here on mobile, and I think that this game does it well. The graphics are a little bit more simplistic than we may see in other games such as a Raid Shadow Legends or a Marvel Strike Force, but still very nice. The gameplay is fun, and it will progress for you when you're not even online. Would you look at that? Gun Force Action. This one has 1 million downloads, and what does it remind you of? Let me know down in the comment section below before we actually get into it. Guys, Gun Force is a complete copy of Contra. I mean, his name is Leon Contra, right? It's definitely going to be good. I mean, the game that we played back as kids, Contra from NES, was an amazing game, and this one right here, it's the same game. A little bit of different boards that you have here to deal with, different weapons, but the same game after all, which means it's good. You should download it. It'll be some really nice casual fun for you. Transformers Forged to Fight, 50,000 downloads. I mean, I'm always down for a good Transformers story and some nice Transformer battles. I always loved them back in the day, and I still really do enjoy them today. Nice upgrade progression that you could have for your man machines. And the battles aren't that bad either. You think you guys will enjoy them and really enjoy getting your attack on with the builds that you upgrade and put together. Stickman Survival War games with 10,000 downloads. This is a survival game, and I like these. Yeah, I know these games may be simplistic and very basic, but you know what? They're super addicting and fun at the same time. We have many games of this sort in the genre on mobile, and they all do really well and play really well. This one is no different. You're gonna have to slay along the way, take down the enemies, get the cores to upgrade your abilities and your weapons and your shields, and live as long as you can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.